What's up, guys? Today I'll be walking you through my new map called Renegade. This is an asymmetrical map made in Halo Infinite. So yeah, let's go ahead and walk you through it. So this is where the blue team, or it kind of depends on what Halo Infinite colors you have, but this is the blue team spawn. So basically, the blue team has a couple different choices they can do. They can either run straight for the main power weapon, or they can get their sniper right there. So I put this little jump up here just to make an ease of access so they could challenge the enemy sniper that spawns over there. And so yeah, so that's a really cool opportunity they have there. So both teams, they spawn in pretty quick. They both have height on the power weapon in the middle, and so yeah, that would be the main the main thing that players would do. They would probably come up there, or they would come down here and kind of battle it out with anyone who also pushed on the ground. But most players would probably want to jump from here to here and challenge the power weapon. So this map has a lot of different fun objectives. So for example, down here is where a hill spawns. When I first blocked out this map, I originally didn't have like these pillars here, but I thought that they would make definitely a much more interesting gameplay, and it just makes sense structurally to have pillars there. When we playtest this, I notice a lot of battles happen around this area. Players will kind of fight around these pillars, and a player will kind of fight right here to kind of hold this hill that spawns right here. And then up here is where a total control area spawns. So this is, strongholds area spawns. So it's a pretty fun location to fight. This is probably one of the more powerful positions on the map because they have this pretty closed window and they can see into A base. They can see pretty much half this yard, but this pillar covers the other half. So you can't see if a player decides to rotate around or is coming out of this door, which is behind here. So there's definitely some opportunities to allow players to rotate around any players that are on this position. When I first drew up this map, I didn't originally have like this entire area, like this cylinder right here, because it was just a yard before, and it was just wide open space, and I didn't think that was as interesting. When I looked at the block out, I was just like, I need to fill this up with something, and I'm not sure what it would be. So then I made this cylinder, and I'm like, how can we make this cylinder a little more interesting? So I decided to add these little jump ups, and it kind of nerfs this position a little because it allows another point of entry for any players wanting to push this position. Pushing from this position is a little hard, obviously. You're pretty much seen from the entire map, but if players wanted to, they could come and push around. So there's plenty of different points of conflict to be able to push this area here. You can toss grenades in there. You can come under and come around. Players might hear you if you're going fast, but it definitely allows for lots of cool fights in that area. I also decided to make all this middle part clamberable, just to allow players to be able to push these rockets from any location. This structurally also adds a lot of cover for any players wanting to push around. Like, for example, if this is the hill, players can also play from right here and kind of throw grenades to get the players behind the pillars. This is also a pretty interesting thing right here. You know, players can jump up, jump down. They can challenge the person who's up there. And if they're ever low on health, they can use a curb slide to get to a safer position. Because usually players are going to like challenge things, and they know they're going to get naded out eventually, so they can curb slide to safety. They do have a slight chance of getting hit, but it just allows them to get to safety a little bit faster. So yeah, let's keep walking you around the map. So this is another area. This is just like a basic spawning area, just to give players some safety while spawning, and to give them a couple opportunities to rotate around the map, or, you know, just come out straight into the middle of the map and come through here and push there. So this is just like a little spawning area that allows for players to safely get to places that they want to push. And it's also a pretty good rotating position, because this next area that I'm about to show you has a lot of objectives in it. So this is where the other team spawn. This is where yellow would spawn. Basically, they have just like another base, like blue has, and they have a sniper that spawns here. They can challenge the sniper that goes there, and they also have a good view on basically pretty much everything. Players, they can see if players are going to try to jump up, or they can, you know, kind of fall back and get cover here and see head glitch players that are pushing that area. I didn't originally intend to have this area so open, but I felt like it just kind of fit. I feel like players like this area of the map over here is just so enclosed that I kind of wanted to have like an area over here that just feels more open. So yeah, this area spawns a couple objectives. There's a King of the Hill up top, and then there's a control point, a stronghold point down at the bottom. The cool thing about this area over here is that I designed this wall intending to have players be able to kind of help push this objective, so they can have like, because this area would originally be a dead zone if they didn't have this wall right here, because they would just kind of have to push up, and then anyone could kind of peek their head down. But this little wall here allows them to take some space and kind of peek out from here, and allow them to successfully push the objectives that are in here. So yeah, definitely some cool opportunities for players to push this objective that's here. There's also this door here that I noticed offers a lot of play, because it opens up to this side, and then this side of the hall can't see you, so you kind of have another point of entry to push from here. It's kind of hard to get to this door, but this door is not necessarily for players like coming for here or here. It's kind of players that are fighting from like up top. They're like shooting someone from down here, and they notice that person kind of runs that way, and then they can just come down here, you know, push them down there. Or if they know that they're pushing down this way, they can chase through that door. It just offers a lot more pathways to fight in this area. And another cool thing is this little jump up that I added here. This jump up just allows players to crouch jump. If I could crouch jump. It's a pretty skilled crouch jump, but it allows players to crouch jump without needing to go all the way in the room. And yeah, without needing to come all the way around and come up these stairs. So it just allows for a lot more opportunities to play in this area. This bridge is pretty cool. It's a pretty dangerous bridge. I've noticed not a lot of players trying to cross it. So I decided to put a power up in here to incentivize players to kind of try and get to that area. So but it definitely works. You know, if you know players aren't standing there, or if you have teammates in there already, you kind of know that this area is a little bit safer, so you could rotate a little faster. But I did notice a lot of players are dropping down, you know, to kind of get a little bit of cover from other areas. So same thing on this side. There's another jump up for this bridge. This bridge offers some really cool dynamic gameplay. You can come up, you can come down to this first floor, come over here, crouch jump, come back up here. So it's a really cool area. So this is like the main base. This is or just like the main building. This main building has lots of different power weapons, lots of different power equipment, and yeah, it's a really fun place to fight overall. So, and there's a couple of objectives in here too. So we have a King of the Hill up top. So the King of the Hill spawns up this area, and it offers some pretty fun ways to push. You know, players can push from down here. They can push from this bridge over here, or they can push from downstairs. So yeah, let's go ahead and show you downstairs. So if we were pushing that King of the Hill objective from the downstairs, you come down here, there's this pillar right here. Some players might want to be holding that ramp to kind of put this area on lockdown. And then they'll jump up, or they can go around this other way. I added this jump up just to make this area a little more dynamic. And I added this wall to give cover to anyone kind of coming up. So it kind of allows players to play around it. So these guys can jump up here, or they can go around the ramp area. And I also added this wall. This originally was just one big open space again, but I kind of wanted to add some walls in here to allow it to become a little more dynamic. I added this wall to kind of nerf this bridge position again, because this bridge position, you know, people could just come in here and see into the whole room and just kind of just wreck anyone in that room. So I decided to add this wall to add a little more dynamic and allow players in this area to be able to push bridge and have an opportunity to step up on it. So it's definitely pretty fun. It allows for a lot of cool movement and stuff. So this is the third strong hill point. I decided to add it to the bottom because the first stronghold is on top over there, and the second stronghold is on the bottom over there. This one's on the bottom just to force players to kind of come into this area, which would originally be like an area that players wouldn't want to play in because they would want to be on the top more often. So it kind of forces players to get out of their comfort zone from the height and come play in the bottom areas. So yeah, that's pretty much everything, if I'm seeing correctly. Yeah, so feel free to check out the gameplay videos of me playing against some bots. It's pretty cool to see some of the gameplay. Also, a cool thing here is whenever you have these, it allows for players to curb slide. So players, if a player knows an entire team is like pushing from this direction, they can curb slide into this area. So it allows